Hey Ariana, I love giving handjobs like this. I could double fist it all day long. Yeah, I like playing with boobies like this. I just love it. We are so gay. Yeah, definitely. We are so gay. I love it.
I can't wait till episode 69 because it's just going to be giggles.
Yes, that's right. Alrighty.
If you title that episode anything other than nice, I'm divorcing you.
Title that episode anything other than nice.
Episode 69,
Nice.
if you title it anything other than nice.
That's great. Nice. So anyway, episode 69. Nice. Anyway, so welcome to the Strobing Butt Plug. We're doing episode 53 of a podcast about craft beer, obviously. Today, we're going to talk some mad shit and put balls in our mouths and do gay things and drink gay things and talk about gay things because Gay Pride Month is one of the last weeks. It'll be the last week for them when they get to see it. But we have... Oh, yeah.
Wait, I don't know, who are you?
Oh, God, what is wrong with
Who
me?
the fuck are you?
Shitty host now, motherfucker.
I have not been on my A game
Who the
all
fuck
day.
are you, bro?
I think
It's not just me.
it's been so bad
In
today.
that same breath, who the fuck am I and who the fuck's that bitch?
I don't know
Anyway.
anymore.
Oh yeah, because that's how we introduce episode 53. And I am your lovely, idiotic, stupid host that only had one beer, so I'm not drunk. Missy is my lovely co-host. We got Ariana and Ronaldo. And today we're going to drink these beers I was about to introduce. We do have... Oh, it's our gay beer. It is, this is really great. Gay Agenda. Double dry hopped, double India pale ale with peaches.
Of course it has peaches.
Right. Is that another thing? Is that
Fuzzy.
another thing?
Fuzzy peaches?
I don't know.
Peaches, like
For gay?
an emoji for ass, right?
Yeah, I guess that works. That
Something I can eat a peach for hours?
maybe the gay peach.
Just goes right along with
It
my
does.
shit later on.
That's good stuff.
I have.
Oh, I didn't do the porn shots. My bad.
Porn shot.
I love it because the dude has two dogs. I gotta put your hand behind it. Gay agenda with the two dogs. I got it strictly. I was looking for gay beers because I saw some rainbow shit, and you guys are playing with my ass. But I saw some rainbow beer, and I'm like, ooh, we have not done a gay beer this month for Pride Month. And I'm like, I need to find a gay beer. And then I immediately found that one.
We've done gay beers before. Maybe
Yeah.
last year.
We
I
did.
did. We did. I had it was
like
platform, and it was the Rainbow Martian, and that one was actually good.
I think I do remember that.
Because I've had the Blue
Delicious.
Martian and the Red Martian, and they're fucking nasty. And I've got the New Belgium Summer Bliss Tropical Wheat beer with mango, spice, and natural flavors. Because today is the longest day. It's the first day of summer.
Happy solstice.
And like always, the Dos Equis Mysterious Berries.
And today we're also going to try a craft beer salsa,
Yes.
which is by Mrs. Renfro's, and it has RAR and Sons Texas Red Amber beer in it. So.
Yeah, there you go.
RAR.
Rawr.
RAR.
So, oh god, that was gay. Anyway.
See, we told you should be gay, Ron.
Mm-hmm. So what are we gonna do first? The Ron beer or the summer wheat?
Do the summer wheat one because the gay beer sounds more interesting and I want to have that second.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be a good takeoff to the mysterious beerious. Anyway, it'd be a good transition from one to the next.
So, here's my cup. This week, I am Handy Smurf giving handies.
He's right.
This week, Missy is Gargamel.
I gotta be the
And I'm
grumpy.
still clumsy.
I gotta be the grumpy bitch Gargamel. These are different to. Let's see.
They're not quite as wide and short, so.
Well, it's different. I gotta figure out how to pour. See that one right up here, just above. There we go. Hopefully, it's gonna be. I like that little brown one. Kind of reminds me of the.
Thank you.
Well, it reminds me of the penises on Big Mouth.
That should be
It is great. One of my coworkers kind of reminds me of that guy. A little bit more
great. That
here.
smells good. It smells like orange juice.
Okay,
It smells
so,
kind of like orange juice with something else in it.
So a 12 ounce goes about half an inch above their names.
Ooh, that does smell good. Smell that shit from here.
There we go.
It's like orange juice
Ooh,
with
that
something.
smells pineapple-y.
It's spit all over the place, and I'm sorry.
Snap your, that says snap your snips. Snap your sips using the Summer Bliss stickers on IG stories. This New Belgium, it's a 5.5% tropical wheat.
Tastes good too.
Yeah, it
Very
doesn't
smooth.
tell you what's in it. That's what really gets me. It's in
Wheat
Fort
beer with
Collins.
mango, spice, and
Oh,
natural
I'm so
flavors.
dumb. I thought I already read that. Okay, good. Oh yeah, maybe I did already read that.
Here, I'm the one who only reads half the damn can.
Yes, this is true. So, today, there's the Summer Bliss.
It almost tastes flowery. Like it has a flowery finish.
It smells marshmallowy. Vanilla, maybe? Spices, vanilla.
Almost grapefruity.
Yeah, it doesn't, I get it. It doesn't taste like a typical mango anything. It doesn't taste like the shitty rotten mango flavor that I get with some mango things, and it doesn't taste like the sweet mango. It doesn't taste like mango to me.
So I don't have much to chat about this week, but over the weekend I realized I am stupid, and I am now excited. Sunday, my mom called and said, "Hey, your dad's harvesting barley." And I'm like, why the fuck do I care? A little bit later, your dad's almost done harvesting barley because they only planted like 2 little fields.
Did she understand why she was telling you this? Or did she want you to help?
I don't know, but I suddenly realized why I should be excited about harvesting barley. Last year, when I was brewing real strong, I suggested he plants a little bit of barley. I am going to take a shit ton of that stuff. I am going to figure out how to malt it, and I'm going to make my own beer with my barley that was grown on my dad's farm. Probably get some of his wheat and do that as well.
So it'd be full on lunch
It'd be about
brew.
like the only things that won't be from
Hops.
the hops, because, don't plant the hops.
Dad, plant the hops.
I could, in theory, plant the hops on my property, but I'd be scared to death. Because Charlie is stupid, and hops will kill dogs.
Yes. You would just have to put good fancy shit around it. That's pretty good. I like it.
I like it.
I would drink it again.
That is a fine summer beer.
Yeah, it's the Summer Bliss. I got it. Intentionally got summer beer, and I feel like that would be a good lawn mowing beer. It's nice and thin.
It's
Got
gonna
a
be
little-
nice sitting in the pool drinking this.
Oh yeah.
It's got some sweetness to it. Can't forget the sweetness.
Not too sweet though.
Yeah, not too sickeningly sweet, so you can drink a whole lot of them and get drunk out while you're mowing the lawn. You can drink a 6-pack easy. It's good times. It's a really good beer. I like it.
So, do we want to start talking about balls now, or do we want to talk about balls later?
Well, I got a couple of funny stories.
Alright.
We can do it when we start getting more alcohol in us so we can get stupid.
Ron mentioned being stupid earlier. And I was like, I called you stupid the other day because I was like looking at those TV trays and the way they're sitting on there, and I'm like, Ron put these away. I'm like, how is he so smart about some things but so dumb about other things? Because it was put in there backwards, and I was like, it's not even sitting on there right. What the fuck?
Listen, bitch. I am prettier than I am smart, and we can all tell I ain't that
Ron is a
pretty.
fucking idiot.
I am not that pretty. So therefore,
That's good stuff. So anyway, let's see. So I had which one do I want to tell first? Well, the other day, it's been a couple weeks. This guy friended me on Facebook, and he's an Indian dude that used to work at the gas station in Lewisburg. And when I saw the profile that was like a random Indian dude friending me, I was like, who the fuck is this?
Bob's
And
and Vagine, please.
right. Well, I looked at it and I was like, he had Lewisburg friends, and I'm like, is this that guy from? Because it was like a picture of somebody else. It might have been like his mom or something. And I started looking through. I was like, yeah, I know this guy. He stopped him all the time at the gas station. And so he'd message me here and there like a little bit, and it was kind of like I could kind of tell that he was maybe trying to flirt with me. So I just kind of keep it short after that. And then he started messaging me, and he was like saying something about not having a girlfriend, this, that, and the other. And I was like, have you tried Tinder? He's like, I have, but I haven't found it. I was like, well, like, keep trying. Maybe you should do this. Trying to give him tips and shit. And then I was just like, he was like saying something about being single, and I was like, yeah, well, I have a girlfriend, blah blah blah, you know. And he's like, oh really? What she look like? And so I was like, well, she isn't my profile pic. And then like the next message that he came back with, like I saw it the next day, I started cracking up laughing because it was like, maybe we can make a 3D. And I was kind of like, haha, no thanks. And I forget what else I put. And then his next thing was like, not a sex.
Not a sex.
Not a sex.
Let us have a 3D, but not a
What's
sex.
3D then?
I don't know. Like maybe he meant like a triple date or something. And I was just like, but it was I just didn't respond to him after the.
I'm curious.
What's the
3D?
3D?
If it's not a sex, I want to know what it is.
You're just gonna go to
I'm
a
sure it was a sex.
I'm thinking it was a
You're
sex.
just gonna go to a 3D movie?
A 3D. But he wanted to make a 3D or have a 3D.
I think that new Buzz Lightyear movie came out in 3D. Maybe that's what he's talking about.
Gonna take him to go see Buzz Lightyear. He would be pissed.
He's like, so wait, we're going. This is a 3D, right? Totally. Heads and glasses. Watches the movie. Well, that was a 3D. Later. This is not what I meant. You want 3 dicks? All right. Well, you and her get strap-on. You're like, we're going first.
There you go. See, that was just I don't know. I don't want to just completely like ignore him, but if like I don't know the way he was talking before that, it was kind of like no, I know what you were hinting at. You didn't mean a sex. You just knew that the 3D was wrong.
Not a sex.
It was rather funny.
Just a singular sex, not a multiple sex?
See, I don't get random messages like that ever.
But he wasn't random because he did know me. So he found me through finding other Lewisburg people.
I really don't get messages like that from people I know either.
You should be so blessed.
Yeah.
I mean, they're funny, but it's like, it's kind of a hassle. It's like, dude, shut up. You ruin shit doing shit like that.
I usually just ignore people when they try to talk to me. That's probably why.
That would be why. That's why. That's gotta be 100% why.
All I get are dudes talking to me.
If it makes me uncomfortable, I just won't respond.
And that's why she doesn't respond to my messages.
That's funny.
True wrong.
So anyway, we're
Did you
going
drink? I was gonna say, did you drink all yours?
Yes. Going for the next beer, the gay beer. Gay Agenda at 7.5%. And this is
Some of this.
Yeah, I'm gonna rinse again. That's a little bit.
Illuminated Brew Works. I've never heard of them.
Where's it say they're from?
Hold on here. Brewed and packaged by Illuminated Brew Works, 17 West Jefferson Avenue. Why are the gays always on Jefferson? I feel like that's like something I've heard of several times.
The gays.
They're on Jefferson at what
Aren't
is
you the
it?
gays?
Well, kind of, but I mean like, and I grew up on Jefferson.
I mean, you have a girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
You
It's
have-
all coming together now.
You're like, the gays are like, wait, don't you have a
But
girlfriend?
no, the Mary J on is it Mary? What is it? It's the gay bar
I
in
need to open
Dayton.
this salsa. Just keep talking.
That's cool. Napierville, Illinois.
Where was Summer Bliss from? Did it say?
Colorado.
Okay.
Fort Collins, Colorado. Oh no, wait. Well, what the fuck? And Asheville, North Carolina. So it's from 2 different places.
It smells pretty
Talk
damn
about
good.
Asheville.
Ooh, almost made me sneeze. It's got that vinegar taste I was looking for earlier, or that scent.
Talked about Asheville last week. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 We weren't.
That's where they said
I
that
don't
one of the
remember.
places that Brew's from.
Okay.
Ooh, I can definitely smell the hops in there.
Okay.
How's the?
Why did I think that the salsa bowl was going to be for putting the ping pong balls in after they were in our mouths?
Because you're stupid and can't do things right, like put tables back and do boy shit.
Yeah, Ron.
I put pants on today. That sounds
Are
simple.
they all right?
Right.
I think so.
Did you zip them?
Twice.
Cool.
Azriel. Azriel could be Azriel because Azriel's name's on there too.
So is your girlfriend Gargano because he's going for that pussy?
Right. Yes. There you
So I'm
go.
gonna read off the dates because I'm excited.
Oops, I almost spilled it.
So, the 28th of June is International Body Piercing Day.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that because I told Missy she could pierce me the other day.
She did. Hell yeah.
You want Missy to penetrate you?
Yeah, she can pierce
Yes.
me. And on the 30th, it's International Asteroid Day and National Meteor Day, so maybe we'll get destroyed by an asteroid.
That's great.
International Chicken Wing Day is on the 1st. International Joke Day is also on the 1st.
Hell yeah.
And National Creative Ice Cream Flavor Day is also on the 1st, and this is where my story comes in.
Yes.
I had corn on the cob ice cream once. It was good. So go ahead.
That probably would be good, actually. But did you know they have gay ice cream? They have like pride ice cream
Okay.
at Walmart.
No.
Guess
Maybe
what?
I did see it.
Guess what flavor it is?
What?
Guess. Take a wild guess. What would you think?
Oh shit.
Rainbow sugar?
See, you're the second person that said that, and that's a good guess.
That's pretty good.
Basic vanilla, but dyed in rainbow colors.
Was it like
Are there nuts in
nut,
it?
chocolate?
Are there nuts in it?
See, that's what I said. I said it could only get gayer if there's nuts in it. But it's white chocolate with cherries and fudge. And I was like, and they packed that fudge right in there. But I was like, I was reading it off to Ian because we went to get ice cream at Walmart. You know, I was like, hey, they got Pride ice cream. I wonder what flavor it is. And I read it off, and I was like, that sounds super gay. And he was like, that's what I was gonna say. And then today I was like, yeah, they packed that fudge right in there. I'm like, damn it, why did I say that? Why did I think that earlier?
Fudgy cherries.
Right?
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that worked out fucking
Popping a
perfect.
fudge cherry.
So the second is I Forgot Day, which is like the perfect day for me.
I read that on there right before you read it, and I was like, did she really write it down because she actually forgot and she was trying to remember it?
I mean,
I thought that's what it was going to pan out to be.
could be true. Disobedience Day is on the 3rd.
My day.
National Compliment Your Dear.
My dear.
Compliment Your Mirror Day is also on the 3rd. And National Independent Beer Run Day is also on the 3rd. And 4th is, we all know, Independence Day, and it's also National Barbecue Day.
That's my thought.
And that's it. I just thought the creative ice cream flavor day went perfect.
Oh, yeah,
with
it did.
the gay ice cream.
So that was a message from the Indian dude asking for Bob's and Vagine and more 3D.
Right, because I was just like, as soon as I saw the 3D, I was like, I wanted to say something about, no, you're not going to get my Bob's and Vagine. You're not going to get 3D Bob's and
God, you
Vagine.
should have said that.
I wanted to, but I didn't want him to, I mean, he was cool. He's a nice guy. I didn't want to be making fun of him because that's I don't know, it's not racist because I don't hate him. And I don't hate Indians, but they do the Bob's and Vagine
But
thing.
he doesn't turn you on?
Mm-mm.
He doesn't make you moist?
No, not at all.
I mean, if somebody asked me to do a 3D, it would probably make me moist.
Do a 3D with me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to play Chinese finger cuffs with you. I'll do the trap.
You remember when that Chris kid came back to our school after having caused a lot of trouble and being in juvie? He was the Mr. Worville Jr.
I think I know who you're talking about.
I can't remember his last name.
I think I've seen him. I think when I was on Facebook dating, he may have tried to match with me.
He friended me on Facebook and tried to talk to me a lot, and I'm like, nah. He was cool back in the day. He was just weird now, but he's kind of weird then too.
Do you always wear Jinko jeans and stuff? Button up,
I
button-up shirt.
super baggy shit, really 4X shirts when he wasn't a fat guy.
Pretty sure he had kind of long hair. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Well, he had the long hair before, and then he got in trouble, and then he came back, and he was more looking like. What was he? He would wear windbreaker suits. I think he would wear. He had his hair cut because he was going bald, and when he was in the
He's balding. He's bald now, right? Yeah.
And but that's why we called him Warville Jr. because he looked like Mr. Warville going bald. And but no. So I brought him up because I remember when he was, for some reason, when we were in art class and we were going through pictures and there was a bunch of Ralph Lauren ads and shit, and there'd be models and just a bikini or whatever, and we ripped them out, and I think we made fun of Ian and we gave them to him, and then he threw them back at us, and then Amanda Kennedy was like, here, give these to Chris, he's always bitching about not getting laid. And he was saving, he was started talking about, he's like, man, you know what I've always wanted to do? I've always wanted to have a twosome. And he meant threesome.
I
Just my only thoughts in response to that.
I totally remember that.
So if 3 people have sex together, what is it?
It'd be a threesome.
3D.
It's a 3D, yeah. It's a 3D.
It's a threesome. So if 2 people have sex together in theory, what is it?
That's a twosome.
So if I have sex with myself, what is it?
You're
One-some.
handsome.
That's right. Handsome or one-some. You would do the number or the... It doesn't have to be your hand, though. I one time had...
You ruined the joke, shut up.
I did. Like overanalyzing shit. But no, I one time, I forget where this guy was from. I don't know, like some... I don't know if it was a dating site or if it was from, like, just a messaging service. But this dude... He fucking lubed himself up and stuck his own dick in his ass and sent me a video.
I remember you sending me that.
What? Wait,
That.
who was this?
I don't know. There was just some rant. Like, it wasn't really random because I spoke to him a few times, but he was random enough. I did not fucking know him, and he sent me that.
Oh.
I remember you sending me that and showing me that.
And I was like, is this really, like, you know, I wondered if it was really him or if it was just a video he found. And
I'd like to understand the thinking behind people who do stuff like that.
it's
Like,
like, I want
out of nowhere, they're like, "Hey, I feel like she would really like to watch this video."
I don't think he randomly sent it to me. I feel like he talked about fucking himself in the ass. I was like, how the fuck do you do that? He's like, it's simple. I just lube myself up and bend it back. I'm like, that's actually possible? Yeah, I got a video. You want to see it? I'm like, alright, sure, why not? I'm not going to fucking turn it down. I want to see this shit.
Your gay agenda is like thick.
I thought he was telling me about my gay agenda.
The gay agenda beer
I
that
was
you
like,
brought is.
Well,
is
she does have a gay agenda because she's always trying to turn us gay.
Yeah, there you go.
True.
There you go.
It's raining men. Hallelujah.
It is a little thick tasting.
It's like really
like semen, Ron.
like
Try it sometime.
opaque.
It is.
You can't see through it. This I can't see the light through this.
Which is, so that would be like more of a hazy IPA. It's double hopped.
Easy.
Yeah.
Got some sediment in it.
You can definitely tell it's a double hop one.
hmm I could smell the hops as soon as I opened it. But it does.
It's kind of got a little bit of a sweetness to it.
It does, which is cool because it's the peaches. I literally, so when I picked that out,
It's definitely heavier than the Summer Bliss.
yes. Well, I picked that out and I was thinking about your peach beer. I was like, oh, cool. It was like peach IPA and yours was peach IPA. I was
Yeah.
like, it could be a comparison. Which yours, it wasn't so, like, it wasn't thick like this. Like, I think they used probably 2 to 3 times as much, obviously, because that's a
Mine
$6
also.
beer.
Yes, and mine also had lactose in
off.
it too, so there's no lactose in
Gotcha.
that.
Yeah, Ron's would make shit. So that salsa, it's kind of sweet and spicy.
Yeah, they got spicy way later.
But I don't
Was it
know.
the chips?
It could be the chips because they're spicy Doritos and that's all I had, so it could possibly be that. But I think it's a little. Some of it's salsa too.
Salsa always tastes more spicy to me when I'm drinking beer.
Well, we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna use that as a spoon. Go. Oh no! It's got spice to it. Oh yeah, definitely got spice to it. That's not the chips.
I didn't think so because I eat those chips all the time, and while they're spicy, I don't think they're that spicy.
Right. It's not the roulette bag. I call it the Russian roulette bag, but
It's pretty good though. I like it.
it is. I like it. I don't taste any beer in it, but it's
Well, we're
got
also drinking beer, so maybe you taste it more if we weren't drinking beer.
Well, they probably took the beer when they cooked it and cooked the alcohol and most of the beer liquid out, and it's
Kind of
whatever.
like you do in chili.
whatever's left.
I don't know. Do you really cook salsa though? Like maybe, I guess maybe you do. Depending
I
on
feel
what
like
you're
that
making.
would be cooked. Because those aren't really it wouldn't be cooked necessarily. It's like it's canned. It's the canning process, or maybe they didn't cook it some. I'm gonna try it. That's a lot of.
I mean, there's
salsa
no
on that
alcohol content listed on the label, right?
shit. Oh, this is bullshit.
So I went to see Bert Kreischer comedy festival. What is that called?
I forget.
I took a picture of it. I gotta show you this also. The Fully Loaded Comedy Festival is what it's called. So there's like 5 comedians, but we got Karen'd by the girl in front of us.
Oh no!
Because we were having a conversation and she was not into it. And she turned around and she said, if you don't mind, I would like to listen to this.
Well, maybe you should and stop trying to listen to me.
Maybe I'm funnier than the
So,
comedian you paid to see.
yeah,
Shut up.
I don't know. She just kind of seemed like she had a stick in her ass, but I was also kind of like, I get it.
You're right.
Because I'd like to hear it too.
I feel like I want somebody to do that to me in public, where they're like shitty to me and they're expecting a response, and I just have this real loud fucking fart, and that's going to be my response.
I don't know that
Do you
she's expecting
understand?
a response.
That's what I would like.
And she pooped her pants.
Or just give them a shitty look, stare them dead in the eye, like, I'd like to listen to this if you don't mind.
But it just kind of reminded me of like something that would have happened to us when we were kids.
All the time.
And that's probably exactly what you would have done.
I would have hoped that I would have shit my pants trying. When I was at that age, I would have totally shit my pants trying. Then I'd be like, well, guys, you're stuck smelling me. And then we'd be on an adventure to go try to find pants. It'd be like, whose house are we close to? Does your pants fit me? Can I borrow underwear? No, you're not going to shit my underwear. Fuck, man. Fine, I'm just going to shit your pants. Okay, yeah, absolutely, shit my underwear.
Sounds like don't shit on my couch situation.
Yes.
I do not want.
Well,
So this is good. But not, it's not bad for an IPA, but it's not good for something that I want to drink a lot of.
Well, gay agenda. It's pretty clear this one's been brewed specific for Pride Month, so likelihood of
It's
finding
not
it,
coming back.
probably.
Right.
Likelihood of it coming back, it's a one-off type dealie.
Right.
So the porn stash has been making rounds at my work lately.
Porn stash?
Yeah. I came back from vacation and I was like, man, so much has changed, which I may have talked about this last week, I don't remember, but I was like, so much has changed. I was like, the time clock's not there anymore. It's like, they
You weren't
moved
even
shit
gone.
around.
You weren't even gone that long, were you?
No. I was like, shit's moved around to my station. I was like, Kevin's got a porn stash.
Jesus.
And then Friday we go in there and another guy has a porn stash, and I had just seen a meme right before that saying like it was like a PSA or something. So all you guys that think you're gonna look like Goose from Top Gun.
Yeah, that thing.
That's funny.
When you grow a mustache, 98% of you are gonna look like Farva from Super Troopers. So this guy comes in Friday and he's got this fucking porn stash, and he looks very close to Farva from Super Troopers. And I was like, "What a liter of cola!" As soon as he walked up, he just started cracking up.
You gotta go in there. You gotta get one of those stick-on mustaches and get the porn stash yourself and just walk on in there.
I have that from Halloween. I can probably make it stick again, I bet.
Walk on in there.
That's
They have like liquid latex for shit like that.
Yeah.
You could just get some. You might order it online.
Did I send you guys a picture of my porn stash?
No, I don't think so.
Son of a bitch. Where'd Ron go? Is he pooping?
That son of a bitch better not be shitting.
Where's my porn stash?
Oh my god, I love it. Is that just from a filter?
Yeah.
God, I love it. It looks so fucking real.
Yeah, I'm assuming you can. Yeah, I don't look very good in this picture, but
You have a pose to you. You like, I don't know what the pose is, but it's really, it's like, it's good. It looks like your look on your face suggests perviness along with the, like.
I kind of look like the dude from Bob's Burgers.
That's great.
I don't know, but yeah, it's pretty
I
cool.
love it.
Oh, and look at this dating ad.
Let's get in touch with your match now. Prepare to create the romance today. Can you really fall in love with someone online? Dating.com.
I feel like they ran out of models.
I feel like he's got a big old Wu-Tang with a dude popping out of it and like face tattoo, which, you know, I could be down with the face and neck tattoos and shit like that, like no problem. Like, dude's not ugly.
He's not ugly, but look, he's got dirty fingernails and shit. I'm like,
Oh, he does have dirty fingernails.
Who are we swiping right on?
That was a dating app.
dating ad that was in my news feed on Facebook.
They just
Right.
picked some random ugly fucker.
Well,
Right. I mean,
he's got like tattoos. I mean, he definitely fits a lane, but I mean, he's not an
Right.
ugly dude or anything. But I'm like, I feel like usually it's like real good looking, rugged looking guys
Right,
or whatever.
I feel like that's somebody's type.
Yeah. They will see.
In the face, he's not a bad looking dude.
No, he's not a bad looking dude.
No, I think they're going for like a certain their target audience, because you can target people who would be possibly, like, you know, you're not going to be targeting, like, maybe targeting 20-something young females that listen to these artists and this and this and this and this, you know, like, or maybe they got some thinking that they're going to get some women who are going through a midlife crisis, like, yeah, these women out here are chasing fucking young men. We're going to target these old bitches with these fucking...
These old-ass cougars going for these fucking young dudes.
That's closer to my...
Right, these young bad boys. There you go.
I don't want
young bad boys that just, they don't care what they're getting. They just want to get it off and get it in.
I just want people to leave me alone. That's all I want.
There you go. Oh, so last night we had this really great patient. He was annoying at best, but which I can understand part of it. So it was really weird. I was telling you guys how I did Uber, and then I did my first on-call shift. I got called in, and so our first run was a run from Mercy Fairfield to the Columbus hospital area shit. And then because we were out there, he sent us out to Hillsboro, and we picked up a guy and took him to the Cincinnati VA. And this dude had pneumonia and shit, and he'd been laying in the ER all fucking day, or, you know, some of the day. And so I guess they originally called Kettering to pick the guy up, and they gave like a 5:45 a.m. ETA, and we were there. So like it was like maybe like a 1:30, 2 o'clock type thing. It was more so like 1:30. And so Kettering called us and subbed us out, and they didn't know about it, so they didn't have their shit together, which, I mean, like, they got it together pretty quick. But then this guy, he wanted to get ready, and some people, like, they're cool, like, they're in their hospital gown and they don't care, and we just take them, you know, whatever, and all their clothes are here, and we pack up everything, we go. And then some people are like, oh, I want to get dressed, and I want to do this, and it's like, oh my god, I don't want to fucking wait on you, and my dispatchers don't want us to wait on you. And like they're gonna make you get undressed at the other hospital anyway. Like, why are you fucking doing this? But I don't really. I mean, some people, if they're like fully non-ambulatory, I will say, yeah, like, you know, we got to do this. And oh yeah, dude, fuck.
I want both of them out.
But that should have been like the gay beer segue. Well, we'll do it next. So anyway, so this guy was like, he wanted to get his clothes on, and then he's like, can you like wipe down my back? I'm like really fucking sweaty, blah blah blah. So I found some baby wipes and wiped down his back. And you know, he's wanting to change. He's in his clothes. He's in a t-shirt and boxers, and he had extra t-shirt and boxers, and he wanted to change into those. So we're like, okay, yeah, we'll help you. And he's like, so can you like lay some of these baby wipes out on the side so I can wipe myself? So he's like fucking like wiping his balls and junk, this old ass dude in my partner's face. And I was like, remember the
just
time?
wiping his junk in some dude's face?
Right. Well, my partner was a girl, but
Wiping
you
his
know,
junk
we
in
were
some
getting
girl's
ready to
face.
try to pull his pants up. And I was just like, remember that time we had that dude that wanted us to give him a whole fucking whore bath before we took him out? Like, yeah, we had to give our patient a whore bath. It was pretty hideous. I kind of wanted to throw up a lot. I was glad when we got rid of him.
From that dude's perspective, I can understand wanting to not be grody.
Right, but you know what? Because I couldn't blame him for that, because I've had patients that were like, and he wasn't gross, it was just that he was feverish and sweaty and wanted it to be wiped off and wanted to be clean, and he was already clean. Most people are like nasty. You will have some patients, which we have a regular that does this, that I walked into his room the other day and my feet were sticking to the fucking carpet, and he doesn't allow them to clean his room, and it's just gross and nasty and all that other shit. But yeah, I had to whore bath my patient.
And his old bamboos?
Unless they're completely incapacitated, to, you know, with all their arms and shit, which then normally they wouldn't ask you to wipe their balls. But yeah, I would totally refuse to ask to wipe balls. I've had guys ask me to hold the urinal for them. I'm like, your arms aren't broke. Oh, I can't help. I can't see what I'm doing. I'm like, all right, cool, I'll get someone for that. And then like I'll get my guy partner and be like, hey man, come here. I want you to hold the urinal. And he fucking grabs it and holds it. Oh, okay, yeah, you know exactly what you're doing. Thought so, bud.
So they just wanted the girl to hold it as well.
Yes.
Fucking people, man. Why are you guys so gross?
That's right.
Stop
Which goes to our next segue, where Ron wants to stuff the balls in his mouth.
So you kept talking about balls?
I kept talking about balls. It's turned me on so fucking much.
Oh, it's got to be so hot and bothered.
No, I can't do this. See, I told them
You
that
can't
I
perform
can't
under
do
pressure.
this.
Maybe
This
you
is
can
like,
get these little golf balls.
did we tell this story?
I don't know.
Because
I did. When we went to the Hell's a Poppin' sideshow, we had that person, they were juggling the ping pong balls in their mouth.
well, first he was juggling them with his hands, and I was like, I can do that. That's easy.
Then we did talk about this.
It was just two. He's like, do. And I'm like, that's so fucking stupid. I can do that. And then he started doing it with his mouth, and I'm like,
And I'm like, you can do that. You can do Ariana. You got a big mouth. You got a Steven Tyler mouth. You can do this.
and then I come home and I have ping pong balls.
He's gonna put them in his mouth as they've been on the floor. Go,
sitting on
Ron,
my
go.
fucking porch.
That's cool. But,
Do you put them both? Did you put them both in your mouth?
well, yeah,
How do you
because.
start?
Whoa.
See, the problem is you got to blow it up in the air,
Oh!
And then you gotta blow
and then you got to get the other one in there,
And
blow
you
it,
gotta do it.
and you got to better catch it. So blow up one and catch it. Yeah.
I'm just gonna hit it as a fan. The next one's gonna go. I get it though.
Damn it.
So. The next sound you hear is breaking glass.
I can't do it.
We can practice that. We need to take some of those and practice it in our free time and get good at it and then fucking do it. Because we could do it. If we put one in our mouth and blow it up and put the other one in, I can do it. I can totally see it.
You just got to practice with one ball, catch it.
That's
you
what
know?
I was trying to do, but I
There
couldn't
you
even catch
go.
one ball. So
So Ron knows how to
That's
handle
not the kind of
balls.
balls I know how to catch.
There you go. Right on. And that's not the type of balls that you fit two of them in your mouth apparently at the same time. Ron's trying.
Ron's
good
better
stuff.
at fitting balls in his mouth.
Oh yeah, apparently. I feel like he could fit both of them in his mouth at the same time.
Well, see, the trick is just getting the angle right to
I
shoot
know.
up and then catch it back down because it's just wanting to go forward.
I know it goes forward. If you lean too far back, it goes backward.
Kind of wondering if like I wasn't sitting on the couch, with a better angle on
He
it.
was
Maybe.
standing, because the dude was standing.
There's like a
himself,
sweet
so-
spot there somehow.
Dude was standing. These are alright. These are good shits.
This salsa is like spicy and it like keeps being spicy.
I feel like, well, those peppers in there look pretty good. What kind of peppers are they?
Spicy ones.
Spicy peppers. Rar. Texas red American amber beer.
I'm gonna call
Brown
them
sugar
Chipotle.
powder, jalapenos.
No.
Cilantro. Gross. Chipotle pepper powder. Ancho chili powder.
There you go.
Guajillo? Is that how you say that? Guajillo chili powder?
Maybe.
Guajillo.
That's what's
Guajillo.
Guajillo.
That's Guajillo. We don't know. Cajun.
Guajillo.
We got this here great Ohio
That's right.
Midwestern ability to have accents and spell.
That's right. There you go.
We only call it Cajun around here.
Mm-hmm.
Guajillo. I don't have much to say this week.
That's too bad. How about you, Ron? About to go out and punch you in the nuts just to get you to talk. But then I remember you said that made you mad, so we can't do that.
Don't punch me in the balls. There's other balls to punch.
That's fair.
This last Saturday, I went down and played once again played a few more scenes in the cowboy movie. So I was a syphilis-infected cowboy clown, and got to watch the sheriff get shot like a bunch of
When is
times.
this going to be available for the public? Is it supposed to be a comedy or is it?
It's a comedy.
Is it horror comedy?
Comedy. I gotta think something along the lines of Blazing Saddles, kind of.
Blazing Saddles, kind of. Because
that's what I
it was
think-
full of clowns. With
That's what I think Mike is going for.
Fair.
But being that I filmed a scene last summer and I filmed another one this summer, he can't have too many more left to do. And he'll hopefully spend this winter editing together and be done with it. But as soon as it's up, I'll tell everybody, obviously, on that. What are you looking
Your
at?
beard doesn't look like it has mold on it.
That-
You got it washed really good this time. Good job.
Well,
Ron.
like last time, I think it was actual like green face paint in the beard. This time, they had like the spray
spray.
hair dyed shit.
That's fair.
It was fun. On the way down, I stopped and looked at a electric crouch rocket,
Crouch Rocket,
electric motorcycle that was giving me like ladyboy boners.
Ladyboy boners.
Yeah.
I like that
Wait,
because
I'm confused.
he just gets regular boy boners, and that's all he would normally have to say. But he called it a lady boy boner, and I like that.
Well, Lady Boy, because it was a crotch rocket and it was electric, and it just looks like it go really fast.
It was very pretty.
It was.
Fun.
The thing that still makes me giggle is that it qualifies for government tax credit because it is an electric vehicle.
Yes, it is.
And between the state of Ohio and the federal government, I get like $2,000 back.
Really?
Yeah. For electric motorcycles, the federal government gives $1,500 tax credit, and Ohio gives $500.
Nice.
For those questioning what the fuck motorcycle I'm talking about, it's not the Harley Livewire. This is made by a company called Zero Electric out of California, and they do make a pretty bike. I set my fat ass on it, and it fits me like a fucking glove. With gas keep doing what it doing, yeah, I could ride that thing back and forth to work all week and probably never even need to charge it up. When I did, it only cost like $1.50.
I feel like buying a motorcycle to save gas is kind of like dumb, unless you're buying a really cheap used motorcycle, because whatever you're paying for in motorcycle, whatever you're saving gas, you're paying for a motorcycle.
Oh, I know. It's mostly a matter of just looking at shiny toys because my fat Harley is soon to run.
Right. I'm thinking about selling mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not practical to be spending a $530 a month payment, $60 on insurance, and then let's just say I spend $20 to $40 a month to fill it and ride it around, and I ride it around for 20 hours. That's $600 for 20 hours.
Well, that's why I've rebuilt mine. I've got $700 in it, and outside of that, and insurance ain't shit because it's 25 years old. So,
like for me, I could sell mine, pay some shit down, and then just save some money and buy a cheap piece of shit. Because for as little as I ride it, I don't need something for long haul comfort anymore. I don't haul my kids around with me anymore. We don't go on rides anymore like that. It's kind of like I will ride it just to be fucking around for a little bit and then go back home. So I don't need a lot of, I was getting groceries with it last fucking year because I didn't have a car, so I rode it. Well, yeah, it was like a year or two ago, but so anyway, the beer I'm super excited
the
for.
Dos Equis.
Mm-hmm.
The Dos Equis.
The mysterious Beerius.
Yeah,
Jesus.
bug crawling.
Mmm. It's really strong.
Ooh, it's a pretty color.
It is pretty.
Ooh.
We're gonna
Some like cherry shit.
try to get this.
Was it like some cherry shit or like
A small amount of beer is what it is.
like a freaking tart maybe?
A little bit more.
It's got some kind of.
Here.
What is that smell? What is that smell?
I feel like I know that smell. It almost
Fruit
smells
punch?
like wine, kind of.
For punchy winey kind of thing?
It's not very Get you. That's a lot more in there than
It smells like,
seems
God, I don't know. Mom?
Let's give it a try. It's really strong. I can tell it doesn't seem very carbonated. Ooh, Jesus. That was very strong. It was the last can too. I wish
It's
it
like prunes or something.
I wanted to buy one more.
It tastes like prunes.
Did you buy a beer that's gonna make us poop our pants?
It's like,
I don't
it's
think
gonna
so.
be Beer Shit Wednesday.
Maybe some like cranberry shit?
That's pretty good.
It tastes like
very
prunes
sweet.
to me. It's good. I like it. It reminds me of like some kind of
Should
liquor
be.
though.
That
Like
bite. There's a lot of acid in that. It's got a hell of a bite. Is it a sour?
It's not necessarily a sour, but it was an 8-ounce can for like $9.
Shoot, what's the proof?
15.
Shoot, I believe that.
I forgot it was a 15%
It's like
beer.
prunes.
It's not prunes.
Damn it. It tastes like prunes. It tastes exactly like prunes to me.
You'll understand why.
The plums.
No. Let me see
15%.
what.
Is it bourbon?
I gotta figure out what I think I
I was
know.
thinking it's some kind of gin or like
I think I know who the
bourbon or-
brewer is, but I can't remember. I forget.
Like-
It's Urban Artifact. So our friend Zach posted this in his 513 craft beer group. in
Tried to hang
Cincinnati.
out with him over the weekend. He got in trouble.
Oh no.
He got grounded.
Almost made me spill beer all over my new pants.
Is it apricot?
It is not apricot. Definitely not.
It's this dark red color I'm trying to...
That's very strong.
Cherry?
There's a reason why. Like a 4-pack, I can't remember when I saw Zach talking about it. I feel like a 4-pack was like $40. Like they were expensive.
Is it like slow gin?
Oh, that is fucking delicious.
Could be similar. I don't know what's slow gin. It's a berry, isn't it?
Remember, like we had those slow gin fizz. They have like the slow. I think slow is some kind of fruit. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh, I thought
like SLOE.
Oh.
Remember, like a slow gin fizz is slow gin with Mountain Dew in it, and that's what I got sick as fuck off the first
Time you ever got drunk?
That is dangerously delicious.
It's really good, yeah.
So these are Urban Artifact Astronaut Food, blackberry and blueberry.
Blackberry.
Freeze-dried fruit tart ale, 15%. That's an 8-ounce can. And the reason why these are like so expensive is because this fruit tart ale is brewed with freeze-dried fruit. There are 56 blackberries and 186 blueberries in each can of astronaut food.
Shoo.
The fruit is flash frozen, the pressure is lowered, and the resulting ice is removed via sublimation.
That's good.
And that's why they're so expensive. And they made them strong as shit too.
So they brewed it, and they froze it to pull the water off, and it cranks that proof up nicely.
No, they flash froze the food and pulled out all of the water from the food.
So there's a brewing process where you make like an ice beer. I experimented that with one of my bottles of blueberry wine over the winter. Basically, you take and freeze it because the alcohol doesn't freeze and the other flavorings don't, but the water does. You pull the ice out of it off the top, and since there's less water in there, the alcohol content is now automatically higher, and all the flavors are more distinct.
With the fruit's wild, ripened flavor preserved, this astronaut food is ready to be brewed. Without water, the freeze-dried fruit allows the brewers to achieve traditionally impossible flavor in an intensely natural way. They brew it without the water.
Okay.
So they don't freeze it after they brew it. They
So
freeze the food first. That's
Okay.
why it's astronaut food.
So
they basically make it into astronaut food, and then they brew the astronaut food.
And that's funny because it says, what did it say? Impossible flavor. Every time I've had a blueberry or a blackberry beer, it does not taste like blueberry. I mean, kind of, but this, like, I can taste the blueberry in this.
That blackberry.
Right, because when you were
Yeah.
saying blueberry and blackberry, and then you were like, well, you were saying the prunes, like there's like they basically took all the liquid out of it like you do a prune or like a plum that creates a prune. So whatever, like they created dry fruit essentially.
This just tastes like some kind of liquor to me, and it's probably just because
Because it's 15%. Yeah, hell yeah.
It's good. I really like it.
It's like
Well,
to
they
me.
take all the water out of the fruit, keep all that fruit sugar in there, all that fermentable sugar. Yeah, this is fucking good.
Well, the thing, like I'll do the beer math. So a typical beer is a 5%. This is 15%. That's 8 ounces. So if you take 5%, you basically make that down as a 5%. You have to multiply the amount of fluid by 3. That's 24.
So this would
So it's like 2 whole
So for
beers.
comparison to those at home, this is your normal size beer. This is the astronaut beer.
It's like 3 times the regular amount.
It's like the size of one of the little baby Coke cans or whatever. And this is
It's
the
8 ounces.
this is the
is what it
gauge.
is.
How much did you say one of those is?
It was $9.
For one can.
Don't doubt it.
Good.
It was well, because see, that's when Zach was putting them out there. The Urban Artifact was going to be releasing them. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to spend $40 on a little 4-pack of not even full 12-ounce beers that I don't know it's going to be good. And then when I saw that one, I'm like, I'll buy a $10 beer to try. Because it's like, if I buy beer for myself and I want to drink it, I want to be good. If I buy beer for here, I'll try it. Maybe it tastes like shit. That's part of what we do.
Yeah.
Shit's strong, man.
It is.
Good.
Since you talked about the freeze dried, I'm sitting here in my head going, I've eaten a lot of freeze dried blueberries as snacks and shit. I'm just like, that flavor, 100% right there, freeze dried blueberry flavor. Now, I tried to hang out with him over the weekend, but it was Father's Day weekend, and he had too much shit going on,
Right.
which is like a rarity for him that he couldn't just hang out. I was going to stop by his house, visit him and his baby, and just play catch-up for a minute. While I was down Cincinnati way, that electric motorcycle shop was a stone's throw away from Rheingeist. I was going to try to get into Rheingeist, but my God, they were hanging out the fucking doors Saturday. I had to get over to that movie shoot, and I didn't think there'd be time.
Wonder if there was just like a special thing going on, or if it was Father's Day on Saturday at Ryan, guys.
Maybe.
Are they always busy like that?
I don't know.
I mean, I've never actually been there. I've only drank their beers.
But when I was talking to Zach on the way down, he was like, "Oh, be ready for steps. There's lots of steps to get to the tasting room." Okay.
That's funny.
And it's like real compact downtown. Well, my brain, downtowny kind of area, but very hilly Cincinnati streets. Hard to find parking when you're not used to that sort of shit. So.
I think it's funny that he says that's like one of his favorite breweries. At least I think I've heard him say that. And I'm not a fan of Rheingeist. Like, I don't. Maybe their ciders are okay. They mostly have IPAs, and most of their shit sucks. And they're like, everybody likes them a whole lot. I'm like, they suck.
I think we've had a couple that I like from them.
See, I'd have been more motivated to try to get in, but A, time was kind of the essence, and B, I was by myself. It wasn't that important to me to go do by myself,
Right.
I eat this whole bag of Doritos.
Hell yeah, they're really good for some
So
reason.
your a beer fart Wednesdays / beer shit Wednesdays going to be spicy.
Spicy beer first.
That's a spicy beer fart. Oh yeah.
Our poor booty hole. It's going to be all like, it burns, it burns.
I think I'm gonna be good. I'll be alright. She'll probably sit there and eat more of the salsa tonight.
Mm.
You don't think so?
I'll save it for nachos later.
Oh yeah. I was just thinking you'd eat more of it tonight, and then you would like be blasting fire out your ass.
Blasting farts.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Well,
What else can we say?
we still got time, man, and I
Oh,
have
yeah.
nothing.
We don't have anything goofy or silly that we're
Yeah,
gonna
I
say.
don't really.
We usually do. Anybody making fun of anybody over the weekend, or
Mm.
did you make fun of your brother?
Just that Karen girl at the comedy thing.
You got sick again.
Oh my God. Man, I don't drink that much. I can't go out and drink because I drink too much when I'm having fun. Like, if I'm sitting at home drinking, I'll have maybe 2 beers. Usually I pass out before the second beer's finished. Usually because I'm
Lame.
old and I drink in bed and try to watch TV and drink in
Oh
bed.
Jesus.
So you wake up with just beer spilled all over yourself with the TV on. Like, are you still watching the screen?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, I'm like, I'm just gonna drink beer and eat popcorn in bed and watch movies, and that's kind of like what I do on a Saturday night sometimes when I like have nothing else to do. It's fucking awesome.
It would be.
You laugh, but it's awesome.
Do you have a TV tray sitting over you with your bowl of popcorn, and you sit beside you on the bed?
No, I just sit.
This sounds
in
like a
my
very Ariana self-care kind of a thing. Self-care,
I can
self-love.
remember this. This
That's
is
like
not
on
like
Fridays or Saturday nights sometimes.
this. I
She'll
I
light
see
some-
this.
she'll light
She's in
some-
bed by 6 p.m.
It's not 6 p.m. It's
Hey.
usually like 9 or 10
Just
ish.
picture her like lighting some nice scented candles around, putting something stupid and unimportant on streaming. She's like, perfect.
Sitting there drinking my beer, and I'm like, I'm just gonna drink beer in bed. Next thing I know, I wake up and I like opened not a $15 but a craft beer that was like more expensive than like a Busch Light or something, you
That's
know.
funny, and you're
And
like,
it's like
"Damn it."
halfway gone, and I'm like, I'm putting this to the fridge.
I
and I'm
would
gonna drink
too.
it later.
I would totally do that.
I did that with wine not too long ago. I fell asleep and I had like half a glass of wine sitting there, and I'm like drinking at 10 o'clock on Sunday, and I was like, if I'm thinking of Jesus while I'm drinking wine on Sunday
It's
morning,
cool. You're allowed.
Is this
It's your
communion?
communion. Yeah, exactly.
You can eat some crackers with it though.
Yeah, but you gotta eat some
What did I
Jesus.
have?
So the Jesus.
I don't think I didn't have Jesus, I know that. But I don't remember what I was drinking. But I'm sitting there drinking wine at 10 in the morning. I'm like, am I an alcoholic? I'm like, no. this is
No, you're not an alcoholic.
Yeah.
They go to meetings. You just drink a lot.
No. No. So anyway, let's see what now. I have done stuff like that, but it's normally like if I'm laying down on the couch and I'm drinking a beer, and then I'll hold my beer like this beside me, and I woke up and I'm like, I usually don't spill my beer. I woke up with my beer straight up in my hand, like, yeah, I did. And And then there's been a couple times where I wake up because my fucking side is wet and cold. I'm like, God damn it! Like I spilled my beer.
Party foul.
Alcohol abuse.
Total party foul.
Yeah, so I only drank 4 beers when I went to that comedy show, and I was pretty tipsy by the time I got home, and I was like, went to sleep, and I was like laying there, and I couldn't decide if I was hot or cold. I would get really cold, and I'd put the covers on, and then I'd start sweating my ass off. I'd take the covers off, and then it was like that all night, and then my stomach just started doing its thing, and I'm like, it's not good. Not good.
You should have ate. You had to eat.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't think I ate when I got home. I think I pretty much went straight to bed.
You need to hydrate when you're drinking that beer at least, you know?
If you're outside. I tried. I drank 4 beer. What more do you expect? I was pretty hydrated.
Drink of water somewhere in there.
I ate a big chicken sandwich before the show.
How'd that come puking back out?
Ooh, yay.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that puke back out?
No, it was fine. It was gone, pretty much.
It was all beer.
I'm trying to think. Maybe I made popcorn. Dude, I was drunk. Like, I don't know. I might have made popcorn. I don't remember.
Do you remember how you got home?
I do. My friend drove me.
That's
Good for you.
That's good.
She wasn't drinking because she's taking antibiotics. So
No,
I had a sober driver.
she wasn't drinking because she knows Ariana.
She was like, oh, I feel like babysitting today.
I felt fine when I was driving. I don't know. I got home and it's like, I bought a bird bath that has like a solar light on it. And I walked right, like I had just put it up that day. And I walked by it and I woke up the next day. I was like, I don't even remember if that light was on or not. I hope it's not broke. And I just like, apparently just walked by it and didn't even notice whether it was working or not.
That seems like such a drunk thought, or, you know, you're like, man, you're laying there too drunk to really move or care. You're like, was that light on? Did I turn off that light?
Who cares?
Ah, shit, I need to turn off that light.
I've done that twice in the past month now. So I just need to stop going out. It's not a good idea.
Or
Or just don't drink. Don't drink when you go out.
Yeah, but it's not as much fun.
Just pre-game, get really trashed beforehand. So when you're not, I think when you're drinking more expensive beers, like I don't know, you drink them faster when you're at an event.
Probably. I
You
only
drink
had
them the
4
same.
beers.
You drink them at the same speed you would the cheap beers, but the expensive beers have more proof.
I only had 4
No.
beers, but they were all craft beers, so.
Oh Jesus, yeah, that'll get you. I've had stuff like that get me. That just got me really fucking trashed off of like 2 or 3 of them.
I had 3 that were from Molars. One was like,
Was that at the Dragon Stadium?
one was at Honey Wagon.
I've had their honey wagon. That's pretty good.
It was pretty good, and then one was that Wally Red Post, and that was pretty good. Which I like that better than the Honey Wagon.
Wally Red Post is one of their staples they always have around. It's kind of just their red beer, if you will.
And then I had one called, we went to Brick's Ice Company. That, I don't know if you guys have ever eaten there or not, but it was pretty good.
My buddy Rob has gone by there a bunch of times and
Have.
has had good things to say about it.
They had one called, I think it was called Ninja versus Unicorn.
Dude, I almost bought that. The can was pretty cool.
It just tastes like an IPA.
I was gonna say it was an IPA, right? That's
I
why
don't feel like it was anything special.
it didn't look like it would be anything special, but the can was really fucking badass, so I almost bought it today.
See, I didn't see the can. It was just, like a plastic cup.
It's literally, so it's like a split, like it's a jagged split, and it's red, and it's got like yellow, the background, the ninja's wearing black, and it's like this, and then the unicorn, it's like all like pastels and shit like that, and it's butted up right next to it, so if it's sitting this one way, because I saw it, and I saw it was like unicorn, I'm like, oh, okay, what's this? And then like I saw it again, and I'm like, ninja, what the fuck is this? And I was like, oh, it's a ninja. Like I thought it was 2 different beer cans, just by the way it was faced. It was pretty cool.
That's cool.
I was like, man, I want to buy that based on the art alone. And I was like, I think I bought like a few actual IPAs.
We've done that enough to where.
Right, yeah.
I just bought it because the can was cool.
But I had like a couple IPAs and I didn't want to buy a whole lot, even though I bought like a good bit of beer today.
When I was at the Jungle on Saturday, I was real close to buying my next plug beers, but like I looked up and down their singles and I saw a lot of shit we've already had. It's like, oh, man, I'm gonna have to dig deeper, maybe. I don't know.
I swear, well, you know what? The bottle shop I always go to, I swear, I go to this one area that it's very apparent that they're selling singles. Ah! Oh my God! Yeah, good job, bud. Ron never shits. Now it's gonna stink though. Ron farts are gross. But anyway, so like this, I did not realize, but when you walk in, all of them are fucking undone. There's some that aren't, but like there are so many of them that you could just walk by because I was noticing more of them, and I'm like, God damn it. And then their one register that I picked the Untitled Art, the small can. Apparently that's their last can of all the shit they have because there was some things there, and I'm like.
So does that mean they jacked the price up?
You know what? I don't know, and I really didn't pay attention to the cost of one of them, and I should have, because the one of them that I saw there was one that I bought at Kroger, and that's a $10 6-pack at Kroger. So that beer wasn't more than like $1.30 or something like that.
It's the Barrel House, right?
Yes.
Like their stuff usually averages around $5 to $6, depending on what you get. If it's something something really special, I've seen like $15 stuff.
Higher.
But
5 to 9. I usually when I buy them it's 5. Like I bought 8 beers and I spent $40. And actually, I ended up buying a 9th beer. I bought that one and spent like. It was probably like 42, and then I bought that other beer. And so it was like 50-ish, 51.
I bought, when I went to West Virginia, I bought beer. So there is a market in Charleston, West Virginia, and they have like a craft beer and wine store in this market. It's kind of reminds me of Jungle Gyms in a way because it has like a lot of like, but not as cool as Jungle Gyms. They don't have as much, but they have like more kind of things that you can't find everywhere. And then they have like a garden thing out there and stuff. So I bought a bunch of beer for my next couple of episodes postings.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I'm kind of excited.
Used to be when I'd go up to Michigan to run sheet metal to a supplier for my dad. There was a place in Michigan called Frankenmuth. They do like Christmas year-round shit. And there was, up until the last time I was up there last summer, a really cool little craft beer store that was like Christmas themed. They had a whole bunch of crap. When I went there last summer with my folks to a tractor show, the damn thing went out of business, and I was like, nah, because I made like a specific point to go there.
Is that what you did when you saw it?
A little bit, yeah.
Were you like on your knees when you did it?
It kind of sounded like Dr. Evil. No, but I was thinking, it's like, I've made that trip with him to Michigan before, and it was really cool. I think we maybe have touched on this, but we can revisit this story. It was the time that he had his iPad. It was like, was it the iPad 1?
I don't know, it had cell data, so it might have been.
So he, like, you know, he was like, I can use this and blah, 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 the GPS and this and whatever. So he's all excited and nerding out about his cool new iPad. And like, iPads are new. This is fucking awesome. And I'm pretty sure I have not seen an iPad yet. My parents always get like the brand new shit of everything new, you know? So I'm like using the iPad and we're on our way there. And I see this ad and it was like this really weird ad for this, what was it? It was, like a watchdog, like a neighborhood watchdog for like predators and stuff, sexual predators. I was like, I'm gonna look that up and you know, whatever. And we were at this rest stop, he was taking a shit.
Almost got it.
And so I was trying to look that up and it sent me to the Grindr app. And then so I was like, sweet, I'm gonna download Grindr onto his iPad and then ask for a password. I'm like, God damn it. I don't know what his password would be.
And this is when she got my password.
And I remembered from like back in the day. Well, this was so like, let's say the iPad 1 came out when Jacob was born. This is like 2005. So like 1998 era.
So real random question on this same topic. You downloaded a watchdog app to look for sexual predators, right?
Well, I wanted.
Right.
I was going to. I searched it and found Grindr.
Well, that so like. I don't know how the algorithms were working that time, but I'm
really shitty. Apparently,
I'm going to find an app to look for people that are sexual predators.
Okay.
Oh look! Now I have an app that will help me fuck sexual predators.
Fair, kind of. I mean, it's not a sexual predator app, it's a gay app. I mean, sexual predators could be on there.
So if you find a dude that's in the same area where you got a sexual predator and you both swipe right or whatever it is.
I guess, yeah, maybe something like
That
that.
just seems really fucked up, man.
Right, but so anyway, so when I was just like, what would Ron use as his password? And then I remembered 2098, 7 years prior. I'm like, him sitting in school bragging of like
1998.
Yeah, I said 1989, but then I said 1998. I
said
Oh,
2098.
did I? Ooh, well,
Man, we're time traveling now.
I'm a total time traveler.
I'm still putting balls in my mouth.
But so anyway, I just remember him bragging about this.
Right.
And I swear, like, when he bragged about it, I was like, dude, he was in an IT class last year. Why would an IT dude be bragging about telling everybody his fucking password?
Same reason everybody writes their shit down on Post-it notes, because they're idiots.
Because teenagers are stupid.
Because I was like, I would never tell anybody my fucking password. I just fucking knew this. I knew not to do that.
Missy has a big dick 69! Exclamation point.
And so then he wrote down, he told me his password back in the day of paper bag, and I'm like, we're gonna try that. Since he thinks it's so smart that nobody ever be able to figure it out in a million years, and cha-ching, it worked. I was like, oh yeah. So I downloaded the Grindr app onto his phone, or onto his iPad.
Now it's just paper bag with a capital B in it.
But there was an exclamation point at the
I
end
have
of it.
not used that shit. I've not used that shit since Honda, actually.
Oh Jesus, paper bag was at Honda?
Yeah?
Oh great.
Well, like, they made you change your password every 90 days, so you had to, like, add things to it and delete things from it. In terms of shitty passwords, there was a dude at Honda. I still remember his password, and I goddamn hated it.
That's great.
His password was, A, like some number of A's, some number of H's, with one capital H in the middle of it somewhere, and a bunch of exclamation points. I'm like, how the fuck do you remember how many there are? Well, I count.
Right,
And
he
he's
knew
like,
how many he put there.
and I'm like, that is too goddamn OCD, sir.
He knew how many he put there from the start. And if you know you put like 7 A's,
Well,
3 H's, a capital H, and 4 more H's,
Well, like,
you know that.
Most IT places make you change, most companies make you change password every 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, just add a couple A's or delete them every 90 days. I'm like, that is like ridiculously impossible to remember, dude.
There's no way I would remember that.
No, you just have to be conscious about it. Write it down, and then remember it the first couple times. Just remember how many you had in it.
I've written that shit down. I'm like notorious for not remembering my password at work, probably.
Then like the number of dudes at my current
great.
place, the number of dudes at my current place where I'm like, all right, you need to log in. What's my password? I don't know what your password is. Well, can you find out for me? No. They run off to their locker and they get it on a notepad out of their locker.
That's
And
great.
they're like, can I just like put it on a post-it on this computer? No,
That's funny.
you can't do that.
We do that at work.
I got a bunch of new ones I'm supposed to be giving out at one of the places, and the plant manager was specifically, don't let them do that on these. I'm going, I'll tell them once, but it ain't gonna stick.
So yeah, I'd be tempted, like at your work where they have the post-it notes with their passwords, I'd be tempted to like use their handwriting or like try to recreate the handwriting and then write a different password and change post-it notes. That's what I would do.
Bitch, you're trying way too hard. You just write down a different post-it. They don't even care that it's their handwriting.
Well,
So-
I mean, it's easy to make it look similar.
And ultimately, all that's gonna happen from that is, hey, IT guy, fix my password.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sad about the whole Grindr thing because Missy just put the Grindr app on his iPad, but she didn't
I
actually
never made
sign
it
him up
right. I
for
don't.
Grindr.
That's what when he was still with April at that point in time, and she was like, "You didn't create an account. You didn't say like young grizzly looking for older grizzly to show him the ropes." And I was like, "Damn it!"
There's still time.
There is. I won't be able to figure out his. I mean, maybe when
You
he's
got a
like,
password on your phone, Ron?
Yes.
Oh.
maybe like yeah, it would be really hard for me to try to figure it out. Maybe if they do family sharing. Do you do Oh wait.
I have Android. She has
No,
Apple.
son of a bitch. Because if they if he had an Apple and they did family sharing, she could download the Grindr app and I could create him an account and it could be on his phone. Or I can just use my phone and create him a Grindr account and put my phone number on it, and he'd be getting all kinds of random texts. Like, damn it! I could chat with dudes for him and just be like, "Here, text me. It's easier." Send me your picture so I know it's you.
So, here's the thing. Unlike regular dating apps, there's so many scams like that. Like, how many scams do you think there are on Grindr where it's just like, yep, that's a fake dude. Yeah, it's a fake dude. That's not his dick.
I don't know.
That's a question. One, I'm not willing to research. What?
It's a panoramic view of the dick.
One, I'm not willing to research, but it's a valid one.
So, when I worked at Integrity, I had this partner who met this guy on a dating. This is before, maybe Tinder existed, and that was it. But she met him on it was more so like I don't think it was Christian Mingle, but it was something like it. I don't think it was like
probably Farmers Only.
It wasn't Farmers Only, but it was one basically she found him on whatever online. I don't even think it was an app at that time. And this dude was from Texas, he was from Texas, but he was in this area really often for business, and he was looking for a home in this area. And that's why he was trying to date women in this area and whatever and blah, blah, blah. And he was dating her. And so they had a thing going on. And he was talking about his neighbors being his best friend and this and that, whatever. And then he had this other female best friend that he used to be a friends with benefits with, but he doesn't have sex with her anymore. And he would send all these pictures of this female. He'd be like, yeah, we were out and she lost a game of pool, so I drew a mustache on her. And then then he would send another picture of her. I was like, they don't even fucking look like her. And she's like, no, he says she changes her hair all the time. I'm like, but it doesn't look like her. And then, so...
Silly, you silly. Girls change their hair and
their face, right.
It completely alters the shape of their face.
And the picture just looked too professional, like some of these pictures that was sending. And then, so she then was curious about a dick pic he sent. She's like, that doesn't look like it. She's like, so we did a run one day. We took somebody to the emergency room. It was one night, we worked night shift. And we took this dude to Good Sam. And then we ran into these two dudes that used to work with us. And so we sat in the EMS room for an hour trying to do a photo search of this dick pic that she had of his. So she had two dudes looking for dicks online to see if it was a photo pulled from online. And then one of the photos of the chicks, the one dude was like, I've seen that before. So we were trying to Google that picture, and it literally it took me to Hamster X, and then
that's a great site. It's a site that features X-Men hamster crossovers. It's a good fan fiction site for people that are really into the X-Men and hamsters.
And so
xhamster.com for all your X-Men hamster fetish needs.
And so one of the things the first thing I saw on that site was this chick. She was on a couch and her head was up over the arm of the couch, and the dude was entering her mouth and he was thrusting, and you could just see it her throat expand a lot. And
You've told this story on here before.
Have I? Because then at that point when I was so mind blown from that video, and we were looking for dicks and doing all that, and then we went back to dispatch, and I told dispatch about it, and she was like, yeah, she's wearing this color of a cheerleader outfit, and I'm like, oh my god, Becca's seen this before. It was just that was a really funny situation. It was good times.
So you sent a picture, I think, in our group that was, if you know, you know, and it was Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
So I saw this after Missy sent it. I saw it on some page in Facebook that I'm in, and they're it was the same thing, if you know, you know, and I'm oh, but I don't want to know. And all these people were I don't know what is it? I don't know what's happening. And then some people were ew, I didn't want to know that.
It was a really weird porcelain thing that it just looked weird around the sides, and then there was the Fruit Loops inside, and it had the milk pieces. You could see part of it, but basically the outside was a fucking asshole, and it was that chick. We watched that video. Yes, exactly. Where they're eating the Cheerios out of that, or the Fruit Loops out of that chick's butthole. There's a glass commemorative figurine about it. I would have that, and I would probably display it in my house.
Yeah, I could see that.
I would, because nobody would know what it is unless they asked, and then I would tell them, and then they'd be like,
"Some of us would know."
They'd be like,
just imagine if she has kids, and they're
I do have kids.
No, the butthole Cheerios chick. She has kids.
And they'd come across that porn because it is everywhere.
Yeah.
Mom, what are you doing? Mind your business. You got a brand new car, right? You got this, you got this,
That's
right?
when you were conceived.
Apparently, I am super fucking innocent because I did not know about this, and apparently it's everywhere.
I don't think
We go to different parts.
But I just have weird people that
We go to
send me
different parts of the
shit.
internet, dear.
Apparently.
We do. Absolutely do.
Alright, so on that note, have we learned anything useful today?
I can't juggle ping pong balls with my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be selling yourself short.
We'll
Don't
see.
Don't worry, you got plenty of time to work that mouth. And that way when somebody comes up and you're like, hey girl, what that mouth do? You'd be like, well, let me show you.
Ping pong balls.
Like, let me show you what this mouth do.
I got a cool party trick.
They're all like, ooh. And then you pull out these ping pong balls you always keep with you. You're like, watch this. They're just like,
Yeah.
well, that's not what I wanted you to do with your mouth.
That's a good idea. That's actually a really good idea. I'll just carry ping pong balls
That'd
around
be-
with me everywhere I go.
Oh yeah, I would like that. Ariana's party trick.
What was the South Park movie where the one chick was like, I've got a party trick I can do with ping pong balls, and then she just like
She's
sits down on stage and is just hitting them with the thing, and everybody's like, you know.
they're getting hit in the face with the ping pong ball.
See,
and they're like,
I figured we had a conversation like that one here, and some random person that happens to know my email or whatever sent me some ping pong balls.
that's funny. It was me. Drunk ordering hundreds of ping pong balls, maybe like 50 or something. I
It
don't
was
know.
like 60.
Oh,
A
yeah.
gross.
Got 60
Half a
ping
gross?
pong balls.
Half a gross. Gross is 120.
That's right on.
So,
What'd you learn, Ron?
not a goddamn thing
I think
today.
you learned something.
Nothing meaningful.
Okay.
I don't know. Ron has a gay agenda.
Missy has a gauge.
Missy has a gay agenda. She wants us all to switch teams.
That's right. Do it. It's
Back and
fun.
forth, back and forth.
Do it. It's good times. Like a ping pong ball.
Ping pong ball. So I'm supposed to go from shooting ping pong balls in the mouth, putting other balls in my mouth?
That's right.
All right.
Ron likes putting balls in his mouth.
He was so excited to do it
He
too.
was.
I was trying to juggle it.
As we were drinking gauge and Ron's like, I got balls in my mouth.
Right.
It is Pride Month.
That's right. Be proud.
I'm proud of gay people.
Proud of gay people.
Go you. Don't be assholes to gay people because they're just people.
The people? Ron sounds like he's
Are you
taking.
13?
Yes.
I was gonna say, it sounds like he's taking hormone pills that's gonna make him be a woman. His voice is getting high.
I think that's probably what's happening.
My new name's Rhonda.
There you go.
I'm Veronica.
Veronica, I love it. Veronica would be better than Rhonda.
That's the one. You look like a Veronica.
Veronica Vaughn.
Shall we do our thing?
Sure.
The strobing butt
The strobingbuttplug.com.
The strobingbuttplug.com.
The strobingbuttplug.com. Like, subscribe, share, put balls in your mouth. See it. Show us videos of you juggling balls in your mouth. Show us how it's done.
That's right. And send us videos of you sticking your own dick in your ass. You can do that too. It's cool.
And like our 4th episode.
Right.
So Ron just is handsome.
Like our 4th episode. If you don't want to like this episode, at the very least, what you can do is like our 4th episode.
You
So
know,
Ron will shit his pants.
you know one thing though, you should probably like all of our episodes and watch all of our
You
episodes.
can do that too if you want.
Right on.
And tell your friends about us. That too.
Mm-hmm.
Later, bitches.
Thanks for listening. You guys done?